Sylvia. Really nice talking to you.
You have a good
I'm
day.
great, thanks. I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
So you're a multi-instrumentalist. How many instruments do you play?
Well, it depends what you mean. How many instruments I play well, or well, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades and master of none, to be honest. So I play quite a few. It's the violin. I know you're also a very good violinist. Um, the guitar, the ukulele. Those are the main three. But also I play a bit of the banjo, the cello, a bit of the piano, and I used to play a bit of the bouzouki, a Greek instrument. When I went to Greece, I played that, and I bought one and took it back. I started with the piano, and I did have lessons on that after a while, and they were group lessons, and it was that I found that was really, really good because those lessons, it taught me, I think, what I needed to know, and from there I kind of taught myself, and I mean, hopefully it worked out.
You recorded recently an album called Landscapes, and that was funded by Lab 7, and it also comes with a music video, which is called Escape the City. Could you tell us a little bit something about it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, as soon as I started working that, I wasn't sure how it would end up, but it was a bit of a concept album, and this is the first time I've really actually sung, which because I never thought it was a good idea to sing on an album because I'm not much of a singer really, but I thought, yeah, I've always been much more focused on instrumental focus, but I thought that I would try it out for one track on this, and it turned out that was Escape the City, and the others were instrumentals.
I think you sing great. It sounds very good.
That's very kind of you.
Well, I was wondering the story behind it. You know, there's this man running out of the town. You know, so what was your idea of the whole concept?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting because that, I mean, it sort of all came together. But yeah, that was the idea behind it. It was, yeah, he leaves, and that's obviously the music video. It's filmed in Riska, in Caerphilly, where I actually live at the moment.
So is it a little bit autobiographic, or
well,
you just made up a story?
I guess one could interpret that. Yeah, it's yeah. I guess. I mean, it might have unintentionally been a bit autobiographic. Yeah, because I mean, I guess, you know, after the pandemic, well, after the lockdown, and everything that's happened, everything that's happening at the moment, and I think that we all feel like you just get a bit angry and want to leave, and then and that's kind of the idea, I guess, of the EP. You get bored or angry, leave, and then it goes after that one with the music video. It goes on to the next track, which is, because that was Escape the City, obviously, and then it goes on to Forest Dusk. So then it's facing the adversity of that, and then in the end it ends up, then you go to Mountain Peaks, and then it goes to the lake, and then these are all the tracks, and then at the end it finishes up on Coconut Beach. So
yeah, that's a nice place to finish it. And are you planning other projects with Lab 7?
I mean, I have got I am playing a concert with Lab 7 on which is funded by Lab 7 on the 3rd, I think it is, and that's going to be with some other artists and some singers, some rappers actually, and it's going to be really interesting because there's quite a diverse group of people who are going to be there, of musicians, and that's going to be interesting.
When did you say, when is that concert?
That's going to be on the 3rd, and it's in Cardiff at I don't know if I'm supposed to say this actually, but oh well.
That's going to be cool. So what do you think, what is the role of the artist in general in our society nowadays? I mean, I want to emphasize a little bit on nowadays because I think it has changed since maybe the 19th or 20th century. So what would you spontaneously say to that?
Well, I think it's quite a role. Obviously, I'm not a huge artist myself. I mean, I'm hoping to change that. Hopefully, we'll see. But I mean, obviously, as at this moment, I'm not a huge artist. But I mean, I don't think that matters. Really to the role, because I think it's the same role, isn't it?
So would you say you put up a kind of mirror to society? Is it a reflection on society, or do you rather try to transfer it to something beautiful?
I think it's both. I mean, I think it's really both. I think, yeah, I guess to that. I mean, obviously in the 70s. I mean, I wasn't born then, but you had the Thatcher government, and you had bands like UB40, named after the unemployment. You had the specials. This town is looking like a ghost town, and all of that, and I guess that holding up a mirror maybe, but I guess you had the punk movement as well with the Sex Pistols and God Save the Queen. So I guess, yeah, it is.
I think that was quite rebellious at this time, anti-system.
I can imagine that, yeah.
But nowadays, you would still say you would do something kind of which is provocative, or because I think the whole system is so crazy nowadays.
The artist needs to provide stability now, maybe. Yeah, the sort of the proletariat has become the it's the stability. Yeah, it's rather than rebelling against. Yeah, it's certainly, we're in a shift at the moment. I think that it really. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job of that personally, actually.
You're doing a very good job. You bring up topics which are quite relevant. For example, you have the situation with the angry young man.
Yeah,
might be quite relevant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully. I mean, it's I think change is much needed at the moment.
Your next single? What's actually?
Oh yeah.
What's your? Yes, tell us about it.
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, it's
yes.
it's called Easy, and it's going to be out on the 1st of November. I think it is the first, I think, yeah. And it's well, I mean, hopefully it'll do well, but we'll see, I guess.
So it was great talking to you.
Great
and yes, speak another time again.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. Not very, I can say so.